Hey, what is going on, fellow Clashers? Welcome back to another Clash Royale video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a special challenge, and it is none other than the King's Cup. So this is the second time that they'll be hosting this event, and man, this was a good challenge, folks. I kind of like the decks, and personally my favorite decks probably were the salty miner deck, well, salty goblins deck, what am I saying there, and probably I don't know, the misplaced rockets. Those decks were pretty fun to use overall. But anyways, I hope you guys had a lot of success in this challenge. For me, it was pretty alright. I did win the challenge on my first go on my main account there, so really stoked about that there. But I kind of messed up the entries on my other accounts there, but I'm not really gonna be spending any gems to just finish them off. I'd rather not just waste my gems on it anyways. So I've been away for like what has it been now, like 2 weeks, guys. I am just really sorry, guys. I've been so busy. I've had school, exams, and then a lot of stuff has been going on in real life. Like, we had some religious festivities the other day, so yeah, I really couldn't afford to just do any uploads. And believe me, folks, the entire time I've been just so depressed. Like, I wanted to put out videos. It just bothered me that much that I couldn't put out anything for you guys to see. But we are back here today, and I just hope that you guys enjoyed. So we're fighting with the Viva La Sparky deck by Clash with Ash. Well, at least the deck was shared to him, and he featured it on his channel the other day. And I must say, this deck is pretty annoying to face sometimes. And with the Hog Sparky and the Goblin Barrel, you can just really pressure your opponent sometimes. But you have to play very carefully, guys, because the only way to defend with this deck properly is to defend through careful and perfectly timed offense, basically, because what you'll want to do is just keep pushing and pushing and pushing whenever it is feasible, and just disrupt your opponent's pushes. Because I mean, if you take a look at the cards that you have on defense, they're pretty good. The Sparky is your best bet overall, if not the Rocket, but for the most part there, you have to prevent your opponents from building any sort of a strong push against you. Otherwise things can get pretty hairy, especially if they have like a rocket or something like that in hand. Anyways, let's get back to the fight here. Well, actually, before we get back to the fight, I just nearly forgot to mention this, guys. So many things have been going on in these last 2 weeks while I was away, and they were good things as well. So one of these things would be the fact that I managed to join the Nova Content Creator Group. I was invited by Clash with Ash. Man, I'm just so happy to be a part of it, and I'm going to be working with quite a lot of other content creators such as Kairos Time Gaming, Surfing Boy, Nigerian Nemesis, all of these great guys. It was pretty nice to just get to meet all of these people. Well, not in person, but you get the idea. So I'm really stoked about that there. And recently we were just put in contact with Runa, who just happens to be the owner of statsroyale.com. Now guys, that is pretty amazing there, folks. So for those of us in the content creator club there, we should get the opportunity to work with them, and personally speaking, I already have. So in recent times, I think it was like at least 1 week ago, if not a week and a half at least now, I would have written a guide for them, and it's actually on their front cover right now. If you just check out their site, I'll leave a link to the guide itself down below. I wrote a deck guide based around the Mega Miner Prince Control deck that I would have shared with you guys some time ago, and man, it's doing pretty good. Right now, it's, at the time of recording this, it's actually almost at 52,000 clicks at least. So I can't say those are just separate people, but nonetheless, that is a pretty big number. Am I right, guys? So anyways, if you guys are interested in checking it out, just check out the link below. I'm just super excited just to have a platform now to share all of these guides that I've been writing. For those of you who would have been following me for a long while now, you would know that I just take pride in just writing these guides. So yeah, all good stuff. Anyways, let's get back to the video there. So during that last match, while I was just ranting about real life and just being thankful for everything there, I probably forgot to mention there was that one moment there with that Sparky. It looked like it was being pulled away from the Hog Rider there with the tornado, but it still fought its way closer to the Hog Rider. So it just really wanted to kill that Hog. I'm not sure why. It just really disliked that one Hog in particular there. So back to this match here. It is Sparky Masters versus Sparky Masters basically right now. So my Sparky manages to destroy his Sparky there. I know I wasted the P.E.K.K.A there, but I mean, practically speaking, if I drop the Ewas there in front, my Sparky and the Ewas would be toast there. So yeah, not a good option. So that's why I dropped the P.E.K.K.A there to tank. My opponent is being a little bit aggressive here with the Miner, but thanks to the help of the Goblin Gang there, I'm able to just split up my defense and counter push with it as well. Those Spear Goblins do get a little bit of chip damage there, and my opponent has to zap on his side. So what does this mean, folks? It means that we can use our Sparky a little bit more freely there, because his Electro Wizard is out of rotation and he wasted his zap. So I'm thinking it's about time to just start off another Sparky here in the back of our tower there, and he's thinking to do the same. However, he's going to push the opposite lane. Probably not the best of decisions for him here now, and that single move there, it's probably going to cost him the game, because now that I have my Sparky going up there closer to the bridge than his, I can apply a little more pressure there. So I'm going to be a little bit bold there and push with the P.E.K.K.A. Now, that was a pretty bold move, but in hindsight there, it is going to be quite beneficial for us, because we get to stop his Sparky there on the other side with our Electro Wizard there, and look at that, we keep our Sparky alive there with the Goblin Gang there from the P.E.K.K.A. And now look at this, folks, that Sparky just surviving on that sliver of HP there. She's gonna get a fadeaway shot there just before the poison finishes her off there, but actually no, it's the arena tower that takes the kill there. So yeah, that one Sparky shot was all we needed to win the game basically there. So I'm gonna just drop my Electro Wizard there on the Sparky there. He sends a Goblin Gang down on the other lane there. Now that is quite messy for us, so I have to defend with the miner, but as we all would see here, folks, that tower up there on the right, it's as good as done there. So we just need to poison basically and we're good to go. So we just defend with the P.E.K.K.A. there, and now it is just time to wrap things up with a nice and well-placed poison there. Well, we didn't quite get all of the goblins there, but nonetheless, that tower goes down and we are up a tower. Match is over. So folks, with that, we are now going to be moving on to match number 3, and we're fighting Lazaro here, and Lazaro is going to be facing us with Vivola Sparky while we have Tower Tornadoes. My bad there, folks. Sorry for that mistake. But anyways, both of these decks are decks that were featured by Clash with Ash. The Tower Tornadoes deck was actually his own design, and Clash with Cam decided to use this deck in the King's Cup, so that's how we got this deck registered here. And take a look at what I'm about to do. I'm going to be pushing on the right lane here, because if I were to push with the Hog Rider on the left lane there with all my supporting units there, it'd probably be a little bit easier to deal with by just using the rocket, or maybe it's Sparky and just distracting the Mega Minion or something like that. So that's pretty much why I just decided to split push there, and take a look at that. We did get some damage there, so our opponent wasn't able to defend it completely. So with that in mind there, folks, we're going to be trying our best to defend here. Now that Hog Rider is coming here, and I thought, you know what, let's try to use this tornado. Maybe it might work out. Maybe it'll be close enough to pull it back to the king, but sadly I was wrong. And as you guys can see there, I was clearly ticked off at that point in time there. So yeah, wasn't the best feeling in the world there, but he did drop his Sparky near his tower there, so I'm gonna make him pay for that there. And I'm gonna just quickly push on the other lane there again with my Hog Rider now that his Sparky is out of rotation there, because his next best bet would probably be using the rocket. But in all honesty, he should just keep the rocket. I don't know why. Maybe for just solid defense. If I were to group up a lot of troops, then he could cash in on a rocket there. But other than that, he's pretty much gotta just keep holding on to the rocket. But speaking of holding on to the rocket there, he's gonna be trying to duke us with the rocket barrel trick there, but we make quick work of that with the log there. I was able to read that out very clearly there. I give him the angry face there because I know that the rocket is gonna do a lot of damage, and I didn't have my hog in hand, so I'm gonna have to cycle back to it really quickly here now, and we're gonna be pushing again. He drops the Sparky at the tower there. Now take a look at this. The Sparky was moving up a little bit too much there for me to decide to rocket it on time. So take a look at what I do here. I'm going to hold back on that rocket just a little bit longer for him to just drop some troops. And take a look at this, folks. We're going to hover that rocket, deploy it, and then drop the tornado, grouping everything up. But wait, what is this? Boom! We catch a Hog Rider there just as it spawns, and we're going to have to toss him that laugh there. Sorry for being BM there, but man, we predicted that Hog Rider so badly there. It was just sick. Oh my god, guys, that felt so awesome to do there, because things like that you normally see on channels like Olong Johnson or something like that for their funny moments and montages and stuff. So yeah, it felt really awesome doing it myself. It's probably been like the second time I've been able to do a really epic tornado rocket combo in one of these challenges. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it here now. So we just gotta wrap up the fence. He does duke us with the Goblin Barrel though, so that was a little bit scary there, but it wasn't quite enough to take our tower there. However, if he did take the tower, we wouldn't have had any trouble winning there, because that right side tower was pretty darn low. So yeah, overall, I'm really satisfied with those results, folks. What do you guys think? Was that a good match? Was it not? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, moving on to match number 4. We are fighting with Viva La Sparky this time, and this time our opponent will have the Tower Tornadoes deck. So our opponent here starts off with a Hog. I did want to drop that Sparky so bad, but I decided to just play a little bit cheap there and drop the Mega Minion instead. Now, I could have used the Ice Golem to tank for the Mega Minion there, but with all of those skeletons trickling out of the Tombstone, I didn't really feel like it would be worth doing so because it would have just died off anyway, and he could have just used his Ice Wizard and stuff to counter it. So, seeing that he drops his Ice Wizard in the back, it is go time with the Rocket there. We're going to clip that Ice Wizard and the Tower there for some good value there. Not sure why he drops the Mega Minion there on the other lane, but whatever. Let him do that there. We're going to just drop our Hog Rider there in the opposite lane with the Ice Golem tanking up front there. The Frost Nova from the Ice Golem does take care of 2 out of 3 skeletons, not bad. And take a look at this MVP Mega Minion here, folks. It saves me the trouble of having to just, I don't know, defend the Hog Rider with goblins or anything like that. So we're going to toss a Goblin Barrel there while the Ice Golem is tanking. I'm trying to just keep him on his toes there. I didn't want him to be able to get too much of an elixir recuperation there, well, just to get back his elixir. So we're going to just be defending with our goblins there to prevent any sort of chip damage, but a little bit too slow on the draw there. So the Ice Wizard does lock on there, and he drops the Tombstone once again. So the Tombstone, a very, very good defense against a Hog Rider, and the Hog Rider doesn't even get one swing. And look at this, he's back up to his Hog there now. So I'm not looking too good right now, honestly, folks. So I have to drop that Ice Wizard there. What am I saying? Not the Ice Wizard, the Ice Golem. Dude, get your cards right. It is an Ice Golem, not an Ice Wizard. So yeah, things are not looking good, but nonetheless, I'm just going to keep pressuring him right now. I probably should have just saved that Goblin Barrel there, but I guess in my frustration there to get back to his tower there, I end up throwing it on his tower flat there, so he gets to log it down and make a positive trade against us there. So now we're going to keep pushing with our Hog Rider, that Ice Wizard. Again, I barely failed the timing there once again. So the Tornado isn't going to kill that last Goblin. He's going to help out clean up those skeletons there, and we managed to get the Hog to the tower once again. So our opponent now, he's going to be dropping his Hog Rider there now, and I don't know why I dropped a Sparky down the other lane. I really don't know why I did this. I guess I knew that tower was dead either way, so I was like, you know what, while he's pushing for that, let's just go the opposite lane and see what happens. So I'm pushing pretty hard right now. I've got the Goblin Barrel, I've got the Mega Minion and Sparky, and take a look at that. Because I dropped the Mega Minion and Sparky there in the opposite lane there, I was able to bait out that Tombstone and the Hog. I think he did get one swing there, if any, and now I'm just going to rocket down that left side tower there. And notice where I placed the rocket there. I placed it on the corner tile of the tower there. And take a look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this, folks. The Tornadoes almost ducks the barrel there, but that one Goblin stayed and finished things off. So we are looking pretty good once again now, folks. And the reason why I dropped that rocket there on the corner tile of the tower there, that is so that it could travel a little bit faster. In case you guys didn't know that, if you drop the rocket on the corner tiles of the towers, it should travel a little faster. And take a look at that Duke Goblin Barrel. We managed to trick him a little bit because the entire time while I was just cycling Goblin Barrels on his tower, I was throwing them all flat there. So he managed to just miss 2 out of 3 there, so not bad for us. He logs on offense now. This was his mistake, and I don't know what the heck was that Tombstone. Maybe he meant to play something else, or he was trying to just buy his Hog Rider time from getting demolished by Sparky. I really don't know, but take a look at this once again. We're going to drop another Duke Barrel there, and look at this, folks. Look at this. He misses all 3 of the Goblins there. That log was a little bit too forward there, so he missed every single Goblin there. So that is going to wrap it up for that fight there, and that is GG, folks. So folks, now we're going to be moving on to the chest openings, and first up we've got this giant chest, and let's see what we can get. 860 gold, 37 fire spirits, 1 golem. I'm loving that. 191 royal cancers, 58 flying machines, not bad overall. At 7 wins we get an arena 7, what am I saying, an arena 11 magical chest. Let's open this bad boy up. 1200 gold, 19 ice spirits, 34 goblin gang, 40 bombers, 10 Inferno Towers. Come on, let's get a legendary, folks. Let's get a legendary. Oh my goodness. Flying Machine, Prince, and a legendary. What is it going to be, folks? Oh my goodness. What is it going to be? And it is a Night Witch. Not bad. I mean, not my favorite legendary anymore. Well, it wasn't really my favorite legendary to begin with, but nonetheless, it's a free legendary. I'll take that any day. So, opening up this legendary chest, I don't know what's going on with it. It's just shaking around there. Something was wrong with my screen, but anyways, let's see what we can get, folks. What is it gonna be? And it is the Inferno Dragon. Not bad. I wouldn't buy it in the shop myself, but I'm glad I got it anyways, so I can have the option to level it up later on more. So our last chest now, we have 30 rare cards and 3 epics guaranteed. What can we get? 6,000 gold. 32 barbarians. Alright, let's take that. 53 cannons, 78 mortars. What is next? 103 goblin gang, 30 tombstone. That's all of the rares we need there. And oh my goodness, 3 cannon cards. We have got a third legendary confirmed here, back to back. What is it going to be? Comment it down below. And it is a Mega Knight. Alright, finally something that I was interested in leveling up sooner. So we've got 2 out of 4 Mega Knights there for level 3. So not bad overall, folks. I am super excited there. 3 legendaries, one day, all of them back to back. I have never had that much luck before. I mean, the legendary chest was guaranteed, but the magical chest and the challenge chest, not so much. So folks, I'm really satisfied with that there. I hope you all enjoyed the video here today. Before we go, I would like to say a special shout out to my friend Iliak the Pedantic. She managed to come first in a challenge that I hosted in Clash Royalepedia about like 2 months ago, I guess, maybe a little more. It's been quite a lot of time since that really happened, but anyways, she managed to just come first, and man, she killed the challenge. You did really well there, fam. Shout out to you, and I hope you're doing well. Anyways, guys, before we go, I would just like to say once again how sorry I am that I haven't been posting in quite a while. Things are hectic. I'm trying to do what I can. In fact, this Tuesday I have an exam coming up again, so I'll try my best to post whenever possible, but don't count on it being every single week for sure. If I have the chance, I will post once a week. If not, well, just bear with me, folks. I'm just busy. I hope you all can understand that. Anyways, as usual, guys, remember, if you keep on digging, you'll eventually strike gold, but even then, keep on digging deeper. You'll eventually come across something even more worth your while. So once again, everyone, if you're interested in the guides that I would be writing for statsroyale.com, you can check out the first link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment, and check out the pinned comments for all of my other videos if you haven't already. I will almost always try to say something interesting, so chances are you might be missing out on a link that might be important at times. So anyways, that's it for now, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.